Hi guys, I promised you guys I would show you how to do a swirl when I got to that point. So this is my Walter. Obviously I keep showing him and you're probably getting really bored of seeing him. But I'm going to show you the back of his head and how I do a swirl. There's his little card he came with. He's a limited edition of, how many was it? 1,000. I don't know what number I have, it's on there somewhere. But before I start, I want to say goodbye to a YouTube friend. I just met her just a few weeks ago when I started my Reborn channel, and I just really like her. We just clicked, and she left YouTube, and I'm just really sad. I just met her, and I liked her, and she just needed a break, I think, and she left YouTube, so I'm just really sad. So if she sees this, I miss you, and I hope you come back soon, and I just want you to be happy. So anyway, just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. So come back soon, please. Anyway, let's go back to Walter so I don't get too sad. So anyway, alright, here's Walter as I keep showing you, and you have to be getting sick of it. I started just a couple rows on his swirl, and you can kind of see that it makes the top poofier because it comes from back here, and you I don't know, you brush it forward. See if you can see it. It gives him a little more poof. I'm really not talented at all showing you guys with my phone and not having it on my tripod, so let's see. But when you make your swirl, you get more hair that comes up front, which most of you know that. I don't know. So he has more hair right there than he did last time because I did a couple swirl rows. So let us do this. Alright, here is, let me get this up here. Okay, it's still wet. This is where I start a swirl. Some people don't start like that soon. They just have like a little area right there. But it's wet. I rooted him, let's see. I rooted his sides up to about here. I rooted all that straight up, directionally. And I rooted the fronts about to there, right up to there. Part of that's the swirl. There's 2 or 3 rows of the swirl, but so I rooted a good section of that, and I did the front was like the horseshoe, like you root from there to there in a horseshoe shape straight back, and that's where I was goofing before. I just rooted like this part straight back, but you have to get that horseshoe area, or your hair's going to be funky. And you have to be sure to go straight back with it, which is weird. So then you go up to your sides, and then you start like right down there, and then you leave that space around the ear. I have a video where I show all this. You leave that space around the ear, and then you root straight up to the horseshoe area where you stopped rooting the front. And you just root up, 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 up like that. And so that's what I did. I rooted up there to about that far. And I rooted the top loops to about from there to that far, and I rooted my horseshoe area. You know what, no matter what video I do, I cannot talk. I just can't. I have no talking abilities. Anyway, okay. So then I did the same thing with this side. Started down there, around the ear, and then rooted straight up, and I did it to about here. And I'm not done with the sideburns. I save that for last, because sometimes they pluck out or pull out, but that's where I'm at with the sideburns so far. And see, I have to pluck some of these out because there's too many. There should only be one at a time on the sideburn, only one on the sideburn. I'm not doing one at a time on him. That's how you should do it technically, but I wanted his hair to be a little thicker, so it looks like there's space there and there's not. But yeah, I probably have 4 at a time maybe. But right there you can't. You have to have one at a time, or it'll like poof out or whatever. And sideburns don't poof. So back to the swirl. Okay. And then I did the bottom to here. And I, like I said directionally before, this is for people who do not know how to root. Most of you do. So I may sound really stupid to people who know how, but there was people who have no idea like me. When I started, I had no clue and I made so many mistakes. So I'm trying to help just a little bit. Oh, you can see the mottling on his head. There you go. You can kind of see the veins. But anyway, so I rooted the sides up, the back up, the front up and back, and then it left me with this area here. And I am now to the point where I'm rooting directionally. Come here. It's not my stupid phone. Wait, okay. So it's hard with one hand. So this is where I start rooting my circle, and you just root in a circle, and you just keep going. Oops. And keep going and keep going and keep going, and then you have your swirl. And what I did before, I would goof sometimes, is I would put my little rows too far apart, and then it looked empty here, and I had to go back in and redo it, which messed up my entire swirl. So I'm learning from trial and error just like everybody else. But I'm finally to the point where I know what I'm doing, so I'm trying to help other people not make the mistakes I made. So when you do your swirl, and you just keep rooting, going in a circle, and same direction each time, obviously. Try to keep the hair close to each other, like you always do, or you're going to have all that emptiness right there. So I'm guessing I can get this done today, I think, and then I can show you guys what he looks like completely done tomorrow. So after I root this in my circle, there and there, I will go back here, finish his sideburns, then I will add fuzzies here, like little fuzzy hairs here, and then I'm going to add a little more in the front, fill little spaces in, and then more fuzzies and sideburns here. So that's my plan anyway. So yeah, so my fuzzies will be right in this area, and then you root up there like that. When you root the sideburns, you root this way, and the same with the fuzzies. You root that way, just a few fuzzies, and yep. And then, like I told you guys before, if you want to go back and watch my how to root videos, you know, of course on top you root up like that, because when you root up like that, it makes the hair lay flat. So root up, 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 up. I've done this before. You guys are like, why are you saying this again? And then you root up, 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 up. And it's part of his dry, part of his wet. He doesn't have any gaps. It kind of looks like it. And the same with the back. You do the root upward. Doop, 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 doop. I still need to cut that too. And then the side again. Up, 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 like that. And then as I go, I trim it, so it's not in my way. It's not completely, like, see that little thing right there? I need to trim that. But I just kind of keep it trimmed up, or it's just a big mess. So, and that's not a gap right there either. It's just wet there and dry here. So, yeah, this is so hard to do when you can't see what you're doing with one hand. So there he is so far, and he's got his little tuft now. And let me try this, because now that he has his tuft, because of some of the spiral I've done, you can do different things that you couldn't do last time when I showed you. Like, sorry, this is so hard to do. See the difference on top? If you look at my other one, you have this cool thing right here. That does that. I couldn't do that before because I didn't have any spiral rows. So, let's see here. It's so hard to do this. Wait, let me try this hand. Okay. That's probably going to be worse. But, yeah. Get him a little brush back there. But now that I have the extra on top, I can do more. There's that. But, see, whenever I try to do it, holding my phone, I ruin his hairstyle. Wait. Yeah, how's that look? Ugh, that looks terrible. Put this back. And he's all wet. Well, you kind of get the idea. It's hard to make it look good with one hand and when I can't see what I'm doing. But trying again. So this can either, the top can either lay kind of like that. Oh, try again. Like that, sort of. Or I can do the thingy where he'll have more of a tuft when it dries. That back end will poof up when it dries. And then you can brush the poof forward like that. And it'll look really cool. Like he did when I first started this video. I'm notorious for ruining his hair throughout the video. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Don't get dizzy with all my movement here and making him try to look good. Let's see. I can't talk. I speak. I'm dyslexic. Pure and simple. I have to be. So, there we go. But anyway, so this is all about starting his swirl. I shouldn't be messing with the front because that's not this kind of video. But you can also brush it back like that. There you go. See, that finally looks good. You can brush it back, front, whatever. And yeah, it's going to take practice. If you're new to this, you're going to, I don't know. It took me maybe $5 to get it right. So, yeah. So I finally have it right. But like I said, I'm going to add more sideburns and some fuzzies here and there. And this is all about the swirl. So, yeah. So I got to that point. I'm going to keep going in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. And when he's all done, I'll show you guys again. I'm sorry if you're sick of seeing Walter. But he's, you know, the one I'm working on, and he has to be the one I can use for an example. So, he's sniffing the towel. Say hello, Walter. So yeah, that's what you do when you get to the swirl. Just keep going round and round in a circle. How big is this area? What could I compare it to? For some reason, I know mine is more oval. It'll be more of a circle once I get in there more. But what is that the size of? Let's see, a squished orange. Like this kind of an orange. It's maybe the size of an orange. So yeah, it looks bigger on here. So I know I sound like an idiot. I'm not very good at teaching, but that's what I do. I hope it's helpful to anybody out there. I have the other videos where I kind of give other rooting instructions, trying to help newbies, new people to rooting. And I don't want to go over the same stuff again. You guys will get bored. But just this much I'll go over again. I keep bragging about Slumberland hair. So if you try to do your baby's hair like this, and if you have bad hair, it's not going to look like this at all. It's not going to lay down nice. It's going to be thick and ugly and pluggy. And I mean, okay, before I think I made somebody mad. There probably is good hair on eBay. I haven't found it. I've tried 3 or 4 different sellers, and I couldn't find any good hair on there. So I went to Slumberland, and this, I adore it. And if you get the cheap hair, it's not going to look like this, you guys. It's going to flip out everywhere. It won't lay this nice. It just will be really bad. So I have another video I'm going to make in a couple days, and it's going to be Reborn Common Mistakes when you're making your Reborn. And I hope it helps people too. It's going to be how to avoid orange eyebrows, and a lot of people do really orange eyebrows, and it just looks terrible. How to mix some eyebrow color to match your hair. His pretty much matches his hair. It's hard to see. Just common mistakes that people make when they first started reborning, and the mistakes I made when I first started, and maybe it'll help somebody else to avoid them. Like using a matte finish on your doll to seal it. If you're not careful, it's going to be chalky, and just examples like that, and I hope it'll help someone. I'm hoping my next video will be Brooklyn. I'm waiting for her forever. I bought her last Monday, and it feels like forever. It's been a week. And I can't wait for her to get here. She's the Masterpiece doll, and she's like 44 inches with 11 joints, and I can't wait. I'm so impatient. So she should be here any day, I guess. So I hope my next video is a box opening for her. So anyway, and I have a little boo-boo baby coming. He needs work, but he still has a cute face. He is the Niles kit from the